Psalm 106 and 35. But we're mingled among the heathen and learn their works.
See, when we mingled among the heathen, we learn the works of the heathen, right? So your girl, she want a ring, because the white man say you need a ring. You see what I'm saying?
That ain't our custom.
And this stuff ain't even that old. The wedding ring with the diamond is not that old, bro.
Yeah, think about who profits from that industry.
Oh yeah.
Amalek, the Jewish man. So he made that up for what? For his whole thing. You know they said that
diamonds ain't even that. They ain't even worth nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
There's so many of them, but this guy
they control the flow.
And he got a monopoly over it.
Exactly.
He got all the diamonds, and he just released them as
in spurts.
And there's so many things. Like there's a show like Adam Ruins Everything. I don't know if y'all ever watched that. It's a white dude. He got a show called Adam Ruins Everything, and he goes and talks about these things, and he gives the way that they came about. So he talks about the diamond wedding ring. He talks about like this ain't even but 100 years. It's so old.
Right. So
that somebody got all the diamonds.
Yeah.
They said it was hot commodities, but it's so much of them. But he controls all of them. And then just releasing it at a certain time frame. And he talks about how they did marketing, made commercials, things of that nature. And now it's like, if you don't propose to your woman with a diamond, you ain't nothing.
So what do y'all do?
They said if they let basically a diamond would be worth like $10 if they let them all out. Right. It would just be a $10 thing.
So what do y'all do as Israelites? Like when it comes down, all right, there's no ring. So what is it then?
Yeah. So like, I always thought that we did like what the Libyans do. I read a book called I don't know, Sister Soldier read that book. Where basically the dude gets with a Japanese girl. They don't like him, of course, because he's extra black and shit. Yeah, he's Sudanese and shit. But he don't give her a ring. He proposes to her because he's half Muslim, and they put a bunch of rings, like gold bracelets that were her mom's jewelry. So she gives them, that's like their ring basically. But it's a bunch of rings like they wear, and then they shake them like that, and it makes like gold. Okay. When they go like that with their hands, like I don't know, it's Arabic, I guess, custom.
Which would make sense because they're Muslims, predominantly in the Sudan.
Yeah.
So I mean, but the scriptures don't talk about any particular symbol like that. You know what I mean? It's just, you know, we would have a conversation. Two men would negotiate, and that would be that. So if you trying to get with a woman and her father, like, listen, I want you to bring me this or that, or I need you to bring me X amount of shekels. That's what you do, and then he promises you the girl, and then she's your girl, and there's nothing that can stop that at that point because a man has vowed her to you, right?
Was there a bill of sale or something?
Well, it's a covenant. There's a covenant that's been made.
It's written down and everything.
There's the father is making a vow to you, see, and you're making a vow too that you're going to do whatever he wants you to do. So then there's that. But if you're not going through a betrothal process, then there's none of that. You see what I'm saying? It's none of that. You're just dealing with a woman, and then once y'all seal the deal is sealed, and that's it. Just like if even if you don't negotiate with her father, you could just sleep with her, and then now you got to just give him the
you got to pay him the
state standard, the state minimum, which is 50 shekels. Here's the state minimum. Boom, she's mine.
What will 50 shekels be today, though?
There's no way to tell that. There's absolutely no way to tell. The exchange rate, that's the shekel and all that is predicated upon the amount of gold that we have in the temple. Yeah. We have no temple to have gold in, so there's no way to tell.
This is what I couldn't understand. Like everybody was going ham on T.I. for the past 2 weeks because he was saying, like, hey,
bring that out.
He's going to his daughter's appointments, making sure she's still a virgin, and just in my limited knowledge that I have now, according to the Bible, I was like, bro, this you're supposed to, as a father, police this culture. Like this is until she's married. That's your job, because if you had gave her away to someone and then they found out that she wasn't a virgin, then there's a recompense to pay for that.
Yeah.
So I was like, y'all acting like this man is doing
If
something.
we was at home.
Yeah. If we was at home,
If we was at home, not in America.
Right. But
in America,
it
he's a
ain't-
monster.
Right.
But
If
he
we
ain't
was at home.
doing nothing crazy.
At all.
Right.
They
This
put
is
him out there
his
like-
job until she becomes married to someone. That's his to make sure they're straight.
That's right.
Now, once she's given away to a man, then it's his job.
To make.
They do say that the honor of the family, it's upon how much modesty the woman has. Like, that's how the Arabs see their thing. It ain't about oppressing their women, it's about the honor of the family. It's like, oh, that whole family's women are a bunch of, you know,
we live in
they know they're easy, you
we
know.
live in an honorless society. So that's why now when you do something like that, it's like, oh, that's nuts. You see what I'm saying?
Let me
That's
ask
nuts. Now, go ahead.
a question about that to be about T.I. Because I remember one time I heard him speaking about stuff, and I always wondered, like, okay, if you're a guy that thinks there's nothing wrong with the strip clubs, you know what I mean, or having the whole fornication and so forth, can you not expect your daughters to, you know what I'm saying?
Well, it's the hypocrisy that our people are in.
Okay.
Because he want to preserve his daughter, but he'll treat anyone else's daughter like a whore.
Everybody else.
Exactly.
So, I mean, that's something the God have been like, okay, I got you.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly. Well, yeah, but see, well. There's something in the Bible about that.
Bring it out.
Go to it. Where you at?
Get around me 22.
Well,
I remember the
get,
same
get,
thing.
Get Hosea first. Get Hosea.
Oh, that's what
Get
It's
Hosea.
the same thing with Killer Mike too. Like, yeah, he's been such a positive brother. It's like I'm not leaving the strip club. I'm like, I just can't understand that.
That's what's right.
Because they not in the full truth.
Yeah.
Like they
Okay.
understand
They're
that
pro-black.
They pro-black, but they also under the mindset that we're all from Africa. You know what I'm saying? Woo the woo. They don't. Oh, bro.
They're not
I
growing
wish.
on the culture.
I wish they would walk past here one day
Because-
and let them know, bro. You ain't from Africa, bro. Hey, Israelite, bro.
That's right.
See, because when
That's
they
the
don't,
one thing
when
they
they don't
missing.
come to a culture, see, because y'all remember Players Club, right?
Yeah.
In this BS speech Bernie Mac giving Players Club about, see, you go to Africa, you see women, they looking like this and that. You go to a tribe in Africa, they're a primitive tribe, they're not a large tribe. You go to tribes in Africa where you have people that are dressed in a certain way, the women, people are naked, etc., right? So if you just say Africa, and this is this big old continent, then you could just pick and choose what tribe you want to borrow a custom from at any given time. But you're not yourself adhering to any culture, you're just picking and choosing. But once you get behind the culture, now you got to follow the ways of that culture. Now, you'll like that the women in that culture walk around naked, but 9 times out of 10, if the women is walking around naked, then the man is walking around naked. Nigga, is you gonna walk around naked? No. You see what I'm saying? So it's this nigga just picking and choosing. But when you get behind the culture, you gotta follow the standards of that culture, right? And the majority of the cultures that we came from out of West Africa got modest women, polygynous, patrilineal, all those various customs that we carried over from Israel, we carried into West Africa. Not everything, maybe, because a lot of us was worshiping all kind of idols and things like that, which is why the Most High let the white man come get us in the first place. But as far as customarily, we were keeping a lot of the same customs, especially as far as family standard goes, because we know it works. That stuff works no matter what it works. But watch this, read.
Hosea 4:14. I will not punish your daughters when they commit whoredom,
I will not punish your daughters when they commit whoredom. Why? Read.
nor your spouses when they commit
Nor
adultery.
your wife if she cheat on you. Read.
For themselves are separated with whores.
Because you're separated with whores. You're in a strip club all day. So why would I do anything to your daughter if she wants to be a hoe? Why would I do anything to Tiny if she want to run behind Floyd Mayweather? Why wouldn't I do it? You're in the strip club, nigga. Right? Read.
And they sacrifice with harlots.
And you sacrifice
Oh,
because
crazy.
we got to understand a strip club is a satanic ritual. And if you don't understand that, you're just thinking, nigga, I'm just going to the strip club. You just you know, it's just hoes here, right? But you understand that the dance of the pole and the going to the back and the throwing of the money in and what happens in the VIP, all of that is a part of a very ancient ritual. So once you understand those things, you understand the error in what you're doing. Now you realize, okay, I'm not just with some hoes. You go to a regular club, you go to a bar, you can walk down the damn street, and it's hoes, which really you're just using colloquially to women that are easier to sleep with than, you know, women that are exalted, right? So hoes are everywhere. Why do you got to go into this place? Why is this place being promoted in the way that it is amongst our people especially? Why? Right? What are the top places to go to the strip club? Damn Atlanta, Miami, damn Tijuana. You see what I'm saying? Why? Well, Vegas, those are white strip clubs. I'm talking about amongst our people. Vegas, Miami, or not Vegas, Miami, Atlanta, Tijuana. Everybody know they go to Mexico because there's no problem sleeping with the women in Mexico for a very low price. Everybody know that if you go to Tijuana. You said Dominican Republic, exactly. These are major places where you go. Why amongst our people? Why is it being pushed so much amongst us? Why is it bigger amongst us than it is amongst other people? Right? You want an Asian woman, you got to go to a massage parlor, right? You see what I'm saying? A type of a classy business establishment, right? To a massage parlor, right? Moves, right? But if you want a damn black one or a Hispanic woman, you go to a damn strip club. You see what I'm saying? Why is that being pushed in our community, especially? Because it's a satanic ritual. So they push all forms of idolatry on us to keep us as far away from the laws as they can. That's all a part of the get down. Go ahead.
Kind of says, and they sacrifice with harlots. Therefore, shall the people that does not understand.
So when you make it rain in the strip club, you're sacrificing with harlots. It's what you're doing. She's doing that dance around the Asherah pole, and your part is to throw the money. Her part is to dance. Your part is to give money, and that is worshiping Asherah, right? As much as an Easter egg hunt is, so is going to the strip club. They're the same thing. They're all associated with the veneration of the same Canaanite goddess, right? Go ahead. Go down, do one.
Deuteronomy 22:13. If any man take a wife and go in unto her and hate her and give occasion of speech against her.
So this dude gonna have sex with a woman. He ain't really feeling it though. He piped on her. He's not really feeling it, right? Now he's like, I'm trying to get out of this marriage because I don't really like this girl. So now he's speaking against her. What is he saying? Read.
And bring up an evil name upon her. And
now
say,
he's bringing up an evil name. He just don't like her. Now he's lying on her. Right? What is he saying? Read.
I took this woman, and when I came to her, I found her not a maid.
That's right. I found her not a maid, meaning she was not a virgin when I lay with her. This girl was not a virgin. She already had sex. I negotiated with her father for a virgin. Read.
Then shall the father of the damsel and her mother take and bring forth the tokens of the damsel's virginity.
What's the tokens of a virginity? When you first have sex with a woman, right, in ancient Israel, when you took a woman to wife and you consummate that marriage through sexual intercourse, you give them sheets to that parent. What are those sheets? Those sheets record what? That you broke her hymen. What T.I. was going to look for. Is her hymen broken? Right? You go to see if her hymen was broken. Right? What happens when you break a woman's hymen? She bleeds. Right? That blood goes on the sheet. You give the sheet to the parents so the parents can say, I gave you a virgin. See? Read.
Then shall the father of the damsel and her mother take and bring forth the tokens of the damsel's virginity unto the elders of the city.
So they go to the elders of the city and they say, look, this nigga's a damn liar. I got the tokens of virginity here. Read.
And the damsel's father shall say unto the elders, I gave my daughter unto this man to wife, and he hateth her. And lo, he hath given occasions of speech against her, saying, I found not thy daughter a maid.
Read on.
And yet these are the tokens of my daughter's virginity.
Here it is. Here's the proof. Read.
And they shall spread the cloth before the elders of the city. And the elders of that city shall take that man and chastise him.
They're going to whip his ass. Meaning, if you call a girl, if you ever called an Israelite woman a hoe, and she's not a hoe, you deserve to get your ass whooped. That's the law of God.
That's right.
Now we just call every black and Hispanic woman a hoe, right? That used to be, you used to really be getting your ass whooped. Like, oh, he said what about her? And we know she's not a hoe. The elders of the city would jump you and beat your ass behind it. You see what I'm saying?
Oh,
this shows you how far we've fallen. Where now every damn body's a hoe. But in the ancient days, a hoe was literally you getting your ass whooped. And you can only call her a hoe if she, in fact, no, this girl's a hoe, we can prove she's a hoe. Now, oh, she's a hoe. But if you can't prove this girl's a hoe, you just feel like her or you just don't like her, oh, you getting your ass whooped, period. You see what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Isaiah 1:21. How was the faithful city becoming harlot? It was full of judgment, righteousness lodged in it, but now murderers.
So now how has it become a harlot? Now we become like this harlot. We're supposed to be the faithful city. This is the standard that our culture was built upon. How in the hell did we become whores? You see what I'm saying? How did our people become, our children, our women become whores? You see what I'm saying? It's showing you how great of a fall, how far we've fallen as a people. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. To where we went from this to now, every damn song is just about calling somebody a hoe. Yeah. Girls calling themselves a hoe. You see what I'm saying? You don't even take a man calling her, a girl calling her damn self a hoe. See? That's how desensitized we are. You see what I'm saying? Just like the scripture saying a self-willed woman is a bitch in Sicarii. Now everyone call everybody a bitch, but it used to only be applicable to a certain woman. Now we just colloquially using that as a term that just blankets all female. Remy Ma said on the damn Terror Squad album, a guy is a nigga no matter his race, and a girl is a bitch no matter her age, man. Right? Meaning when she says nigga, she means that. Listen, that when we said blood, it just meant a black individual, right? Right. So like that is an interview, one of the original Bloods. He said the word blood. They used to just say it, and it just used to mean a black individual. That's all. Then they changed it into a gang thing, but originally it just because you remember in the '60s, yo, what's up, blood? You know what I'm saying? Say that.
Young blood.
What? We
like even in Atlanta, we say what up, folk?
It's folk, yeah.
Right.
Just
but
we're
they
kinfolk.
they just mean just a person.
Yeah.
But it's somewhere else you say folk.
That's gang talk now.
GD.
Yeah, GD, exactly. You see what I'm saying? So different places they were using different things.
folk.
So they were going into how when they started the Crips and Bloods, Cuz and Blood were just blanket terms, and then because the Crips was out probably 5-6 years before the Bloods came out. So then once the Bloods came out, they start saying blood and applying Cuz to that's the Crip word. Blood, that's our word. You see what I'm saying? Everyone also before the Bloods came out, niggas were wearing any color they wanted. When the Bloods came out, they said, we gonna wear red. Y'all gonna wear blue. You see what I'm saying? They the ones that set that standard of blood and Cuz. You see what I'm saying? But the point was, it didn't used to be like that. You see what I'm saying? It used to just be a colloquial term, right? Where we at?
Titus chapter 2, verse 3. The aged women likewise, that they be in behavior as becometh holiness, not false accusers,
Read on.
not given to much wine, teachers of good things.
Teachers of what?
Good things.
Good things, read on.
That they may teach the young women to be sober, to love their husbands, to love their children, to be discreet.
See, it's not, these women are not teaching their women to be sober, to love their husbands, love their children, and to be discreet. A lot of these women ain't. Yeah. A lot of times you gotta take your woman, you gotta take her to her damn grandma. Her grandma gonna teach her something. Because that mom, she's been just, her mind is gone from this world. Yeah. You gotta take her to grandma, and grandma gotta start reinstituting the standards in that damn world. Right?
Great aunt.
Yeah, great aunt. Because the standards done skipped a whole generation. You see what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Yeah, it's like, and you just look at, and I tell brothers this all the time, you just look at the scriptures and apply it to real life and how you can see it lived out before your very eyes, and it just becomes more true. It said, I'm gonna read it again, that not false accusers, are women, a bunch of them false accusers, not given to much.
Well, was we watching Maury today?
We
watched Maury this morning, all right? False accusing. You see what I'm saying?
Y'all watch Maury, you said?
Oh, y'all watch the hell out of me some more.
I don't watch it.
I watch the hell out of me some more. The same way that we got to go and get it vocab alone, you got to take a look at what the masses of your people is into. So you got to make sure you know what the hell they got going on, because this is shaping their minds. Yeah. Right? And then Maury is just an example of what the hell is going on in the community. There's so many of our people that's been on there, it's like, damn, this stuff is this widespread, but also it's entertaining, because I go in there, first thing I say, lie to tell, oh, this nigga lying, I'll just look at his face, this nigga lying, you know what I'm saying, you know what the hell he was doing, or the girl going, look at his ears, look at his nose, and you look at you saying, nah, that ain't that man ears and nose, what are you talking about? That ain't it, you see what I'm saying? But that shows, but then what happens when the woman, every time the woman, here's how much of society, it shows you how much of society is against the Israelite man. No matter what the woman did, it starts with her, and she's cheered. They'll cheer her, and then Maury will go, she did cheat. Listen, they still cheer her. But when that man walk out, boom! It don't matter what he did. You're just like, damn, nigga, I just want to know if I'm dad or not, you know what I mean? She said, I don't know, you know what I mean? Whatever. They just naturally, boom! And when you scan the crowd, it's nothing but blacks and Hispanics in the crowd. So it's us booing us. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. It's us. Yeah.
You know how like when they applaud the sucker, the guy that wants to be the father. I just seen a video today.
And then look what
she told him she was 6 months pregnant, and she got with the dude, but the dude signed the birth certificate. Exactly. So he wants to know if he has the possibility of being the father till 6 months. Yeah. And listen, and he'll get cheered though. He'll get cheered. But the nigga, and then look, what happens when he's not the father? The girl falls out face first. She runs to the back because she's embarrassed. Why? Because you're a hoe. That's what just is shown in the whole world. That means you had sex in a matter of 2 or 3 weeks. You let 2 men have sex with you and ejaculate inside you, right? That's a problem, and you know that. So you pretend like you don't care and all that, and you act like that don't make you a hoe. But why are you hiding your face and running to the back when that happens? Because you're embarrassed. Because inside you know that make your ass a hoe. You see what I'm saying? That's what it means. Even boo her. You said what? And they don't boo her. I boo her. They say,
oh, yeah. Girl, you a hoe.
Right. Yo, you seen the sister that be there like 6 times?
Listen, there was one girl Maury had, and she brought like 40 niggas on there. There were niggas in there going, man, I didn't even have sex with this. Like, I don't even know why. I felt like she just started bringing niggas. Just fucking let's just
Bring the whole hood in.
I came for the free flight.
I think that show is so foul. Like I don't never watch it.
Listen, but I'm gonna tell y'all something about Maury.
Our people on there.
Listen,
Yeah, but
It's foul.
let me tell you something about Maury though. Y'all gotta watch Maury because this is what Maury be doing. Maury low-key a real nigga because you know what'll happen? A nigga will fail his lie detector test. He cheated 20 times and Maury will put his arm around the girl and go, he gonna change. Don't worry about it. You gonna change it, right? You gonna do what you gotta do, right, brother? He be trying to take up. And listen, he gonna change. Don't worry. Take him back. Forgive him. You see what I'm saying? I'm telling you, I done seen Maury do. I said, damn, Maury kind of a real.
Y'all gonna work it out?
Hey, look, y'all gonna work it out. It's gonna be all right. Why is he saying that? Because he know they get more ratings when they come back.
Right.
See what I'm saying? When it's a new episode.
Yeah.
Now he done messed with the best friend. We had a girl on there. She was accusing. No. She falsely accused her brother of sleeping with her best friend. And him and her best friend got put on a lie detector, right? So what came out is that the best friend really secretly wanted the boyfriend, right? But they never messed around with each other, right? But then they asked him some more questions. Did you sleep with other women? Yes, more than 20 times. Not more than 20 women. No, more than 20 women. Not more than 20 times, more than 20 women. See what I'm saying? I said that. Because I knew, as soon as I seen the nigga, I said, oh, he's lying. He lying, I know it. I know this nigga lying. But he did. Listen, you're the best friend. He didn't cross the boundary. But there was 20 other women though. Go ahead.
Remember the first one, when the lie detector test came, I remember he passed the first one. He's like, yeah, see?
Yeah. No, he was turned up. He was like,
then the other one came, and he's like, no. He just kept like, no.
You would think these Negroes would be smart enough. A lie detector is passable.
Yeah.
That's why it's not admissible in court. All you gotta do is calm down and answer no questions, nigga. You gonna come out clean.
Make yourself believe.
Exactly. Nah, I ain't. No. Hey, no. Hell no. You see what I'm saying? Niggas get up there and nervous. That's why they be failing them damn lie detectors. I be in there cool as a fan. Go ahead. You're the
That's why it's important to Sirach 5:15. I always bring out the scriptures. Be not ignorant of any matter, whether great or small. So you can look at something like Maury and use it to help. Yeah, because you can. The scripture say you can, a man may be known by his looks. I remember we saw this one. I was like, rewind it. Look how he looked up his eyebrow. That nigga's lying.
Hey, that nigga's lying. No, listen. He told Slick. He tried to turn it on the girl. He was like, Why I'm only getting why ain't she getting a lie detector test too? How I know what she's doing? I said, see, he's good. Turn it back on her. Let's both take a damn lie detector. Because look, if she just pointing the finger, how do we know what the hell she doing? Man, we don't know. You know what I'm saying? That brother was thinking sensibly, right? Yeah. So, but like you said, we gotta look at everything. Even X-Men. I used to watch the X-Men show when I was a kid, right?
Not everything.
Right. Well, you can look at everything spiritually. If you're looking deep enough, if you're looking enough, you can pull the lesson out. I'm gonna pull the lesson out of this. I'm gonna understand it's the reality of what our people is faced with on a daily basis. You see what I'm saying?
Like, okay, for instance, so is hip hop. Like, I can't listen to it no more.
Well, that's you. I'm gonna listen to rap music. I listen to rap music when I'm pulling in the goddamn party truck. I'm gonna tell you that. I'm gonna listen. I don't listen.
I can't drive without bumping.
Let me tell you something.
There is no law.
There's
no transgression.
Listen, the deacon got great music. I put it on the intros. You think I'm playing this nigga? This is my best friend. You think I'm listening to this nigga? No.
I heard you say that. I heard you say that. Don't play in my room.
I don't listen to none of that. You know what I'm saying? But now, because I listen to all this other music,
Play that too. He probably already
I know everything that everything our people is talking about, I'm familiar with. I know everything that's going on. Ain't no new slang. I'm not missing nothing. Right? I could give you I put on a 3-minute rap song right now and give you a full breakdown on it. And you wouldn't, if you just listen because you're not familiar with it, you're gonna be looking like, what the hell are these niggas talking about? I'm gonna break down everything the nigga said to you, man. But, that's how I'm familiar with it.
You don't think you promoting it? I'm sorry, son.
I'm not promoting. I'm not telling nobody to go listen.
But I'm saying, if I go out and buy whoever's new album and he talking about shooting niggas, taking Molly, well, the regular shit they talking about today, that's not me supporting him. Like, basically,
I mean, you supported him because you bought that, but then you supporting the Israelite. What's the problem? Go ahead.
Sirach 37 and 27.
Give me you know what I want. Go ahead.
Sirach 37:27. My son, prove thy soul in thy life, and see what is evil for it.
See what is evil for it. So if it's evil for you, then it's evil for you. It may not be evil for me. Read.
And give not that unto it. For all things are not profitable for all men.
Everything is not good for everybody. So some people are like, I can't listen to this music. All right, that's fine.
It might make you want to go out and rob somebody.
No, exactly. You might
You
think,
listen
damn,
to
I'm
it to be like,
robbing.
man, I'm about to go get some hoes tonight.
Exactly. See what I'm saying? Because you let that might do that for you. They don't know if you're out there listening to what the niggas talking about. Go ahead.
Okay, sorry. Go
It
ahead.
says, for all things are not profitable for all men, neither hath every soul pleasure in everything. Yes.
So, even as
to
a
each his
rapper,
own.
I say, for me, as a rapper, I don't listen to quote unquote secular music like that. But when I'm in writing mode, I see what's the newest albums out, and I listen to it to see what they talk about, see what the beats going on, see what the new vibe is when I'm in writing mode. Now, I'm not letting it in my spirit. Like, it's not influencing me. It's not influencing me. But when I'm in writing mode, I listen to what's the newest music out before I go hop in the booth. It inspires me. So I'm saying, oh, okay, this is what they talking about. Okay, now I know what to combat. I know what to talk about. I know what this, and that.
And it's very simple, you know, with everybody. We ought to, all of us, work out our own salvation with fear and trembling.
So yeah, if you got a problem with it, you don't do it. Don't do it.
If it caused you to break God's laws, then run from it.
Yeah, you know exactly.
So, so where does the responsibility come into with the children? When
children?
Well, let children hear it?
Well, yeah.
I don't let my children.
That's the parents.
I got children.
That's the discretion of a parent.
I don't let them listen to it.
Go ahead.
Ecclesiastes 7:16. Be not righteous over much.
Oh yeah, I need more for sure. Go ahead.
Neither make thyself over wise. Why shouldst thou destroy thyself?
It says don't be righteous over much. Don't destroy yourself. You see what I'm saying? So I look at not listening to what they call
There's napkins over there.
To me, that's over righteous. I'm not finna. I'm gonna watch shows I want. I'm gonna listen to music I want because I know me. I know I'm not finna let no song. I'm not gonna let none of that cause me to do nothing out of the ordinary. You see what I'm saying? If anything's gonna cause me to misstep, it ain't gonna be that. And it damn sure ain't gonna be no song. You see what I'm saying? But even if you don't feel like it don't cause you to misstep, even if you feel like, listen, I'm just not indulgent. I'm not listening to that. That's fine. You know what I'm saying? But you also can't put certain things on people. Like there's certain, like I won't listen to no music. I won't listen to no rap music on the Sabbath. I won't do it. Now, am I going to tell you, if you listen to rap music on the Sabbath, that you wicked, you breaking the Sabbath? I can't tell you that. That would be being over-righteous. But for me personally, I don't listen to it on the Shabbat, but I'll listen to it every other day.
But even another great example would be like, let's say if our brothers say, tomorrow, and we meeting outside the Blue Flame, and we're doing ministry outside the Blue Flame. Now, for everybody else, Blue Flame is a strip club in Atlanta. So for everybody else, they might be cool, saying, hey bro, we going here teaching this word, woo woo woo. They outside the Blue Flame. For you, well, I'm not saying for you. I'm saying, hey, I'll put it on me. For me, I might say, nigga, I'll catch y'all niggas outside the CNN next week. Because I can't go to the Blue Flame and watch all the strippers coming there. Even though we going for a righteous reason to teach the word, but I might see 2 minute big booty get thing, butt nigga, I'm fucking there and be like, whew, sheesh. And now it calls me to do something that I'm not, that I wouldn't want to do. So, I mean, it's all based off our own where we're at the time. You get what I'm saying?
I hear you on that. My biggest beef, like the island I'm going to Montserrat, right? I remember a few years ago, BET had come through cable there, right? The island got rid of it. You know what I'm saying? Because they started changing the kids. All the kids were wilding out when BET came through. So the island, I think it was the Prime Minister at the time, kicked it out. You know what I mean? Now, everything's back in there, and you can see the change of the kids. I'm just saying, where's the responsibility of the parents?
Right,
you know
but that's the... I think it goes back to the scripture where it says, train up the child in the way it should go. As an adult, I might be cool with handling this. I'm already strong in my faith, so I can watch this show, or I can see this, or I can hear this, and it don't shake my foundation because I'm already solid. But my kid who's not already solid in what they believe, I won't let them see this or let them listen to this, because now it can shape their whole person.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. And also too, but we also gotta chalk up the kids just being kids too. Kids going crazy, they see cameras and stuff, they gonna go, it's just kids being kids too though. You see what I'm saying? We can't take away, we gotta let a kid be a kid, you know what I mean? But we of course gotta monitor what they're taking in, we gotta monitor what they're doing, what they're letting influence them as well. You see what I'm
So
saying?
then, what about the kid who don't have pops and has a wild mother, and they in the world or whatever? Like, you understand what I'm saying?
What can we do about
that's
it?
my question right there.
Hey,
No,
that's what you can do. Adopt one and raise them
Yeah,
right.
there you go.
Is that what you want to do? Adopt one, find one, adopt them, and raise them right. Outside of that,
20 million?
Hey,
You know what I'm
outside of
saying?
that, make sure that you made it to the king.
No, okay. Fair
I don't know
enough.
what else to say.
Fair enough.
And also, what
I like the over righteous part. Y'all got me with that.
And,
But
and what are we putting out on the earth? What are we putting out on the earth? We putting out the
Righteousness.
righteousness. You see what I'm saying? I'm not going in the booth and laying no damn song about killing no damn body. You see what I'm saying? So that's we're not putting that out into the air. You see what I'm saying? We're not putting out in what people now call we're not putting that out into the universe.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We only putting out positive vibrations. And the spirit of the Most High. So that ain't on us. Them niggas already made the music. I'll just listen to it. Go ahead.
Yeah, and a lot of times, Jay, especially with rap music nowadays, our people,
hey, that's gonna be a long debate. But I'm sorry. Go
especially
ahead.
with rap music nowadays,
I done turned both these guys on a bunch of horrible music, man. All right,
Yeah.
go ahead.
Yeah.
They ain't want to listen to it before me.
but
Hey, look, and they've grown in the spirit since then.
but no, with rap music now, there's a lot of people aren't even paying attention to the music. It's just the beat, maybe the flow. Like I'll listen.
The vibe. It's just the vibe.
I'll
It's just the
listen to-
vibe.
I'll
That's
li- oh, here's a perfect example. I was listening to "Swing My Door" by Gucci yesterday. I don't even hardly understand half the stuff he's coming out of his mouth, but it's hard.
It's hard though. You know what I'm saying? It's a vibe.
Dude, that really blows me away, man. Y'all saying that.
But here's
That's
I'll mix it up though.
It
I've been
really
listening-
blows.
See,
That's,
but look,
that's
also-
that's a weird curveball to me.
But here, what you got to understand: there's not a nigga that can walk by that I can't relate to,
Fair enough.
because I've listened to the same thing he listened
Hey,
to.
Chief, give me a second.
Go
See,
ahead.
and this another part of it is how, just from us growing up in this land, the stuff that you think is wrong, there's no law against. And the stuff that you grew up, the thing that you thought was right, there's a law
There's a
against.
law against that shit.
Think about it. You talking about rap music, but did you grow up thinking that you couldn't eat pork? No, you didn't. Did you grow up thinking you couldn't eat shrimp?
Right.
God care about that.
Yeah, that's true. More than
Ain't
that.
no law against what you talking about.
And
See,
the
it's
thing about-
backwards in this captivity we in.
And you find it good too, but you see
Con.
Fetty Wap. Remember Fetty Wap had a baby, what you come my way, right? That nigga said all headshots if you think you could take my bitch. That's what he said. Now he's in the right spirit, right? Because scripturally, you can put a man to death about adultery. You see what I'm saying? So you build on that point. I can build right there with you. You know you're right. A brother is evil as hell if he thinks he can take your woman. Right? A brother is guilty if he thinks you can take your woman. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
We're grabbing, we're seeing where, like some of these dudes, a lot of the big thing is now everyone talk about they riding for their friend that got
Fear.
killed, all that. There's actually a righteous origin of these emotions that they're having. You see what I'm saying? But it's just about teaching them from a scriptural perspective to get them to understand the right and wrong of it and how they should do these things. You see what I'm saying? So a lot of this stuff is not as bad as people would think. You see what I'm saying? It's really not as bad as people would think. And all of these brothers, they need the word the same way any of us was in the world long needed the word. You know?
So if you
most
singing
of the stuff that folks consider wrong, or the music we consider wrong, most of the time it really just has to deal with profanity.
Yeah, no, exactly.
And then profanity, where we understand scripturally
It's not
what
that.
profane language is, it has zero to do with somebody saying BF. It has zero to do with it.
That's why they call it the devil's music, because of the cursing, right? Go
one
ahead.
of the number one things in hip hop is our F your wife.
Of course.
Like that's like one of the
Now, we know that's
capital.
wrong.
Okay, now
That's wrong.
if you keep hearing that, you know what I'm saying, on the radio, on this and that, there's not a problem with that.
I mean, I'm not finna F nobody wife. Ain't no song that's finna influence me to go and F anybody damn
But
wife.
what
You
if
kidding
not
me?
you, Alzheimer? But
But that's for them. That ain't. We talking about me here. I can't tell everyone what to do. I'm not gonna let no song get me to go F my wife, to go ride on my enemies, to go do none of that, to go sell no drugs, to go take no damn drugs. Ain't no song getting ready to make me do none of that. And no song would ever make me do none of that. I'm never that person who was that damn, that influenceable. You know
And that goes right back to the scripture. You got to prove what's good for you. For some brothers, them hearing that type of music may put a spirit on them, so they do want to do that type of stuff. That's why you got to understand. Okay, what should I be listening to? What's good for myself? But you can't take what's good for yourself and try to make it applicable to all people, and vice versa.
Yeah, some brothers you have a pistol. Some brothers can't have no pistol. Some brothers think if I know that pistol's there, I might shoot a nigga. You see what I'm saying? I just might do it. That's how some people think. So that brother, he probably shouldn't have no pistol.
It goes back
That's
to
what it's for, though.
conviction. And that's what the Holy Spirit is for. I tell people, that even before I was in the truth, but it's just certain things that now come back to my remembrance. Like when I first, quote unquote, got saved, like I had a dude who's a minister, and he almost made it to the NBA basketball player. Hoop his tail off. But when he first got, so unquote, saved, he still go to the parks and hoop. But he's like, every time he went to the park and hooped, the Holy Spirit would convict him because it made him want to fight and cuss people out and woo. So every time he went to the court, he's ready to fight. What it is, and so the Holy Spirit was convicting him. So at that time, hooping became a sin for him because the Holy Spirit was convicting him because of what it made him want to do. But then what we do, especially in the black churches, we take our convictions and then we go and teach it to everybody. Like, hooping is a sin now.
Gambling is a sin.
No, hooping is not a sin. Going to play basketball is not a sin. But because of what it made you want to do, the Holy Spirit convicted you. So now you couldn't, even when we grew up, like playing cards, we couldn't even play cards. And even at some people's houses, Uno was questionable.
Hey, we done seen many brawls almost happen over a Uno game.
Wow.
Especially with this nigga.
Nobody want to play with this nigga.
No, but listen, here's a perfect example would be with someone who's trying to a recovering alcoholic, right? Sometimes they can't even just be around alcohol. Right.
And they should.
You see what I'm saying? So does that mean nobody can drink alcohol? No, that means that alcohol is not good for that person. Right? Music may not be good for that person, but that mean all people.
It's like,
Where there's no there's no transgression.
And it also say though, as we love our brothers, if I know you are alcoholic and you're recovering, he'd say that, but it's not a problem for me. When I'm around you, I'm not gonna drink around you. Yeah. Because I love you. You know, because you're my brother. You know, that's how we treat each other. That's what the scriptures say. You know, if I ain't gonna do nothing to cause you to offense. You know, and because I don't want you to stumble and fall. But then, as soon as I get away from you, then if I want to drink, I'm gonna pull up.
That's right.
I'm a pull up.
Because that's not your point. I'm gonna pull up. Some people can't go in the club. You see how they come to the truth? They can't go in the club. Some people can. Is it wrong to go in the club? No. Right? But there's certain things that go on in the club that you shouldn't partake in. Right? But every club in a strip club, it's a regular goddamn club. You want to go in there, you want to go in a bar or whatever, not necessarily nothing wrong with that. Right? But for some people, like, no, I can't be in that environment. Okay, well then you can't be in that environment. I can be in any environment.
Hey man, I'm saying we got 613 laws. I ain't trying to add to them.
I'm not trying to add to them. I'm not. A couple incidents where your ass got drunk and acted out. I'm gonna say, listen, brother, 6 months you ain't touching no alcohol. Why? Because you're not even recognizing that you got a problem. So now it's on me to step in and now tell you, it's on the occupant to now step in and say, brother, you got a problem. You're not going to be permitted to do this for X amount of time. And during that time period, you got to reflect on this problem. You see what I'm saying? We got to identify the problem. Sometimes brothers can't identify their own problem, right? Sometimes, that's why if it happened a couple times, like, brother, you clearly haven't recognized, nigga, you got an issue. So now it's like the state, now the state got to step in. You see what I'm saying? Like a kid, somebody neglecting their kid, now the state got to step in and say, look, you ain't taking care of this kid. I got to go ahead and provoke this right to this kid for you. Same thing, but drinking is the main thing. Like, brother, hey, listen, brother. You gonna have to go ahead and let the alcohol sit down. You have to leave the alcohol alone for the next 3 months. You know what I mean? For your own good.
1 Corinthians 8:13. Wherefore, if meat make my brother to offend, I will eat no flesh.
Like he said, if drinking is your problem, brother ain't gonna drink around you because it can make you suffer.
I will eat no flesh while the world standeth, lest I make my brother to offend.
So he want to set some on the block for you.
Yeah.
Right. So it's different around different brothers if that's their true problem and their true issue. You see what I'm saying? If a brother can't function good in the club, if he's in the club and the club make him want to fight, you know, because sometimes that environment will make you want to fight people. You see what I'm saying? Now the music might not do nothing to you, but if you add the music plus the environment, that may get you in a certain spirit. You see what I'm saying? And then you should probably remove yourself about it. Again, that's not for everybody. You see what I'm saying? And that's fine, right? But at the same time, you can't say somebody wrong because you ain't got no scripture on it. You see what I'm saying? Ain't no law on it. You gonna go, brother, you off. I'm listen. And now if I'm in a strip club, that's a different thing. Why? Because we know where the strip club come from, worshiping Astra. So we know that's out, right? But some regular, or like a bar, you know what I mean, and stuff like that, we just in there hanging out, man. And we let also too, we letting our light shine too. Because when we go into these environments,
friends, done.
When we go into these environments, we're the type of people that people just want to, like, what do y'all be doing? Who are y'all? What do y'all be doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, people are really fascinated because when we come in, we don't come in with that same spirit as the whole rest of the. So when that other spirit come in there, like, yo, what do they be doing? You know what I mean? And, you know what I'm saying? Why is it that they're so different? There's going to be people in that room that's going to be able to bear witness to that. You see what I'm saying? And that could cause them to have inquisition. Make inquisition. Okay, they different. Well, what's up? Who are y'all? What do y'all do? Where are y'all from? There's people that just want to I just want to be around y'all. You know what I'm saying? That's happened plenty of times when we went. You know what I mean? So because we let our light shine, we don't hide that light. We let that light shine.
It goes back into the whole scripture on that, working your own salvation with fear and trembling. Even not being in the truth. There's a big time gospel rapper. We was going to all the 107.9 events. We was going to the clubs, but we was preaching Jesus in our music, right? Grand Hustle producing for us. We going into the clubs. Hey, everybody else getting bottles, bring to they goddamn whoop to their table. We got buckets of water coming to our table. Whoop. We going in there doing our music. We're in the same environment that everybody else in, but we was in there on something different. So when we get our chance on stage, we up there.
That's what Yahweh Shai did, right?
Speaking our message. We up there speaking our message.
Okay.
Matthew 9 and 10. And it came to pass, as Yahushua sat at meat in the house, behold, many publicans and sinners came and sat down with him and his disciples. And when the Pharisees saw it, they said unto his disciples, Why eateth your master with publicans and sinners? But when Yahushua heard that, he said unto them, They that be whole need not a physician, but they that are sick. But go ye and learn what that meaneth. I will have mercy and not sacrifice, for I am not come to call the righteous, but sinners to repentance. So you go out to that spot and you could minister to those people. Those are the ones that need to be ministered unto.
Yeah, I got that. In the church world, used to say, hey, how can the light illuminate the dark unless you go to the dark? You got this light on the candlestick. What is it doing good in a place that's full of a whole bunch of people who are already in the light?
Good point.
You take this candlestick into the dark, now it illuminates the whole dark. You know what I'm saying?
That's a real good point.
You see? Where we at? Go ahead. What's that? You know, so I mean, everything ain't for everybody, but you know, take what's good for you and just do that. You know what I mean? Some brothers are staying in the house all day. Hey, you might have done your partying for your life. You know what I'm saying?
Netflix and chill.
You might have, yeah, exactly. You might have been partied out. You see what I'm saying? I mostly stay in the house, but I like to get dressed and let the girls look at me. You know what I'm saying? You know, this is what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? So I do that. But you know, it's every certain things is to each his own. You know what I mean? If you ain't got no cut for it, then it's to each his own. You know what I'm saying? Sure. Other questions on the floor?
Hey, Trinidadians, would they be under Benjamin?
Benjamin, yeah. Okay. No, but there's a lot of Levites in Trinidad too.
Okay.
See, Trinidad, and the damn Gooks is East Indian. Trinidad is predominantly East Indian. Trinidad is 55% East Indian.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Speaking
Trinidad and Tobago. Go ahead.
Speaking of Trinidad, carnival. We spoke about carnival.
Oh, yeah, that's an evil thing. Yeah.
So okay,
get back here.
You in the Caribbean, and there's you got basically a walking strip club, right?
Yeah.
What's up with the support of that?
You damn sure ain't supposed to go to carnival. Carnival is one of the evilest things that somebody can do. Carnival.
So, okay. How about the music that fuels the carnival.
I mean, that's just music. Any music, if you ain't there, they'll dance to any goddamn thing at Carnival. Anything. But I'm going to show you where Carnival comes from. Right?
Okay.
Go ahead.
Yeah, my bad.
Look where Carnival comes from. Because all that got an origin. Right? That's why they keep it in Trinidad, they keep it in Haiti, they keep it in Brazil, keep it in certain other islands too, and they keep it in New Orleans. But in New Orleans, they call it Mardi Gras. Right?
Second night will be 6 and 7. And in the day of the king's birth,
First off, before we go to that, let's deal with the word carnival. What does that mean, carnival? You said what? Huh? Carnal, exactly. Fleshly.
Yes.
It's all about the flesh. Carn is the root of that. It's all about the flesh. It's about a fest of indulging in the flesh. See what I'm saying? A fleshly fest.
Yeah.
That's already a problem. Read.
Second Maccabees 6 and 7. And in the day of the king's birth, every month they were brought by bitter constraint to eat of the sacrifices. And when the feast of Bacchus was kept,
When the what?
The feast of Bacchus.
That's where it goes back to. You can do this research. The Feast of Bacchus. That's where carnival is from. The Feast of Bacchus. Read.
The Jews were compelled to go in procession to Bacchus carrying ivy.
See that? Carrying ivy, because Bacchus is the god of wine, right? So there was a festival that they would have. That's where the carnival and the Mardi Gras comes from. That was something we were forced to do. The same way they forced us to wear the hat, the same way they forced us to be Greek, all those various things. That was forced upon our people. Now we do it like what? It's regular, right? You see what I'm saying? Now in Trinidad, New Orleans, Haiti, Brazil, we're doing it like it's regular. See what I'm saying? But what is it? It was forced upon us. The white man gave us back, right? Which is worshiping the God of the vine, getting drunk and partying. That's what they do. See what I'm saying? There's a certain, if you look at, there's even a specific thing that they do during it that they still call Bacchus to this day, right? You do the research on it. Bacchus, Bacchus.
So you got the carnival. Wine is the biggest thing. Everyone's having sex, just whining on each other, right?
Yeah.
So okay, just curious. The line between that carnival and the club, like, where does it get drawn? You know what I'm saying?
Because here's the thing. You're taking people dancing, right? People dancing, people can dance. Carnival is a specific ritual dedicated to a specific deity. The same way a strip club is a specific place that has a specific ritual taking place in it, dedicated to a specific deity, right? Dancing and going to the club is not that. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
You can give your kid a gift tomorrow. That don't make it Christmas.
That don't make it Christmas.
Hey, and if you meet, like tonight, you said, tomorrow night or whenever, you meet a nice young lady, there ain't nothing wrong with you. You and her can get together, put on some nice clothes, and go find a spot, the music playing, hit the flow, and dance. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
I'm talking about a specific type of dance, though, not just any dance.
Listen, you can dance with a woman however you feel like dancing.
Have
You
been
can
around-
perrear?
Well, of course.
If you sleep with her, see your wife.
I'm just hey, listen. See, y'all gotta get on me. I'm just trying to find out where these lines are drawn. You know what I'm saying?
But that's what I'm saying. But if you don't feel like you should do that and you should go to a dance hall club and dance like that, then don't do it.
You seen the thing they were doing in Jamaica about what is it called? When they would climb up a ladder.
Yeah. I don't know about what they're doing.
Okay. So where's the line drawn? That's dancing.
Listen. That's just foolish. But I'm not gonna say that that's idolatry. You know what I'm saying? That is just our people are stupid as hell.
Right.
That's just dumb.
I seen Benjamin jump off a damn rooftop. Waves wide open.
So I'm just saying, like, you can see the progression in that, because it started down just whining, and everyone could get wilder and wilder and wilder. So I'm just saying, where are these lines drawn? That's all.
Listen, that's just stupid. You can clearly look at that and say, that's dumb.
Yeah.
I don't want to do that. You see what I'm saying? But you can do whatever you want to do as long as you don't break the laws of the world. You know what I'm saying? That's it.
Where there's no law, there's no
The way that's it. So, hey, look, there's not a law that say I can't jump off a ladder onto a girl. All right, but do I feel like it's stupid? Yes, I do. So I'm not gonna do it. Listen, if I go to the club, I'm not dancing at all. You see what I'm saying? That's just me. I'm in there chilling. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm in there chilling. I ain't dancing. This brother would dance, right? This is a dancing man. Me, not so much, right? You're the precept man.
No, I'm gonna keep going though. It says, moreover, there went out a decree to the neighboring cities of the heathen by the suggestion of Ptolemy against the Jews, that they should observe the same fashions and be partakers of their sacrifices.
Yeah, to come and celebrate Mardi Gras, Carnival, read.
And whoso would not conform themselves to the manners of the Gentiles should be put to death.
They was killing us if he wasn't doing it. So this is how we even start doing it. They killed us if we didn't do it. So what are we gonna do? Well, we're gonna go to Carnival. Then we're gonna start dancing. Then we're gonna start drinking. It's not that bad. Then we having fun. You see what I'm saying? Now it's this the cultural norm. It's the every year it's gonna be Carnival. Then now they got the American Carnivals that you see what I'm saying? That they're doing totally out of season. There's a reason why you have Carnival in springtime, because that's when they did it. Now you got damn Carnival happening in fall, and LA is did October Carnival. You see what I'm saying? Why are they doing that though? Because it got so big and so much fanfare came of seeing what was going on in Trinidad, what was going on in Haiti, what was going on. Even Big Pimpin' they shot at Carnival. Right? They shot that as Carnival. You see what I'm saying? So, but you're looking at it like, whoa, they were partying big. We got to party like that. You see what I'm saying? Now the club ain't enough. Now the bar ain't enough. We got to go to the strip club. We got to go to Carnival. You see what I'm saying? That's the next step into a specific form of ritualistic worship, idolatry. Go ahead.
Jeremiah 10:2. Thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen.
Read on.
And be not dismayed at the signs of heaven.
So that Carnival, that's outright the way of the heathen. It's not just a party, it's a specific type of thing. You see what I'm saying? A specific type of thing. Shalom, what's going on? It's your brother, Chief Priest Alazar Lawyer, aka the Guerrilla Hebrew, and I'm just letting y'all know I just dropped my official clothing line, Urban Guerrilla. Go to urbangorilla.com right now to check us out, man, and pick something up. There's URBNGRLA.com. We got all kind of items for men, women, children, even infants, as well as fragrance oil, smell goods. You can also check out Hebrew Israelite Clothing Co., another Sicarii business, on Instagram and Facebook. And as always, you can hit up deaconsicari.com to get your plug on the scarves, the music, and the children's Bibles. Thanks for your time. All praise to the Most High. Kwam Yasharallah. Shalom.